Hey, so this is gonna be a little bit different video today, other than like doing my normal introduction. But no. We're actually gonna skip for the introduction today because we're gonna actually go straight into the video. um, my name is Carter Koning. If you haven't seen the true identity of Carter Koning documentary, you should probably go ahead and watch that. It's very special. I have my family and my friends talk about me. I also talk about how I got into the hobbies I'm into right now, stuff like that. And speaking of the true identity of Carter Koning documentary, you guys had the opportunity to buy some Carter Koning documentary merchandise, which features some shirts, obviously, and a wrapped portrait that is literally just my movie poster. Not only the documentary merch line is available, the Christmas themed merch line is also available for limited time. If you want any of these products, now it's a perfect time to buy them right now. By tapping on the YouTube card or in the link in the description, you can get these merch as soon as possible. I can't guarantee it before Christmas, but you know what? It's totally worth it buying them. Now, let's go into the video. By the way, this video is also the continuation of the true identity of Carter Koning. There's actually a couple things I would like to talk about, but first, let's just get into the video. So, if you saw the title of this video, there is a question that I have been wanting to ask myself. How do I get myself a movie? Like a Pixar movie, like an animated movie. Something like that. Well, I have always wanted to be in an animated movie since 2022. Okay, so let me talk about how I got into this hobby. So back in 2022, I watched some Pixar movies that I actually liked. There were two movies that came out in 2022, Turning Red and Lightyear. Unfortunately, Lightyear didn't do well because obviously the reason why I did not like Lightyear is because it didn't actually tell a proper origin story that I thought it would from Toy Story 2 or Toy Story 1. But I know, call me crazy all you want, but I actually like Turning Red. I mean, there's a couple things I liked about it. I just don't want to talk about it right now. But so in 2023, I have thought about wanting to get myself into like a movie, like a normal live action Disney movie, because why not? So then I started making short films of my own. And I posted them on YouTube. But I always wanted to have like my very own Disney live action movie, where how I became a YouTuber, how I encountered some adventures, how I got some powers, stuff like that. But then in 2024, when the Pixar Festival was going on at Disneyland, there was like a lot of crazy celebrations going on, like Better Together Parade, Together Forever, Fireworks Spectacular, stuff like that. But then I became very delusional in April 20th, where I wrote that letter. If you guys have listen, I'm not gonna say all of this because if you guys want to know more about me, you gotta check out the true identity of myself, because it'll explain to you why I feel this way. So, in this topic of this video, people are going to be wondering, what is Carter Koning and the Alexa Multiverse? What is that movie all about? Well, I'll tell you. I don't know what else to say other than it's about me personally. Like, I'm trying to get myself in the Pixar universe or a Pixar movie, along with my friends and parts of some people from the real world. So this movie is actually the inspiration of three things. Number one, it is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, which is the multiverse saga, or anything like Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness, stuff like that. The other thing is Disney Infinity 3.0, 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, stuff like that. You know what I mean. And this old 2015 Lego game that is part of the Toys Come to Life franchise, Lego Dimensions. So that got me thinking, what if I combine all of those and make it into a Pixar style? To be honest, I actually don't know what it might look like if that actually came to life. So basically, I had to focus on like what can I do? Like, can I have Lego dimensions? Like, not make it into like a Lego Pixar animated movie. No. What if I had to like take some inspirations from Lego Dimensions and turn it into a Pixar animated movie featuring myself, my friends, and some other characters that I created or created in my mind. I wouldn't know the answer to that. Now people are going to be wondering, how on earth are you going to get approved by Pixar or Disney when you literally have a low budget YouTube channel with over 1.85 thousand subscribers, who is stuck in high school, who is literally autistic, and that is 16 years old. Okay, just note, this video was actually recorded a couple of weeks ago before my birthday. So technically, I'm 17, not 16. And doesn't know how to get into this, how to make their dreams come to life. Well, to be honest with you, I actually don't know how to accomplish that. So here's what I'm going to be doing. Starting today through the end of December, I am going to be working on my script for my future animated movie. I'm not going to show you the script itself. I'm just going to show you some characters that I created. Alright, so I made this, I made all the characters in here on Google Slides because I don't even know how to like where else to put it. So this is what I have for now. So anyways, let's look at some characters that I created. First page we have Principal Beck or Uncle Corey, whatever you want to go with it. But if I were to be honest with you, his name should have been Corey Beck. That's his real name. Oh shoot.
2,000 years later.
Like just bullet and italic. Okay, so yeah, Principal Beck, Uncle Corey, or you could go with Corey Beck. He's been voiced by Ryan Reynolds. He's the principal of a real life school, which I actually go to in real life. You see this black box right here? It's completely blacked out because I really don't want to tell you guys what school I go to. You might see what school I actually go to on Instagram, but I actually don't want to say anything about it. But yeah, he is Carter's uncle. He's obsessed with the Deadpool comics, which actually, surprisingly, I'm not gonna actually tell you it. And he loves hanging out with Carter. So, and of course, I should have added one more thing. Like, he keeps an eye on Carter because, obviously, if like my mom in the story is actually the brother of Corey Beck. As a matter of fact, I do have Corey Beck as a real life uncle. I wish I had a picture of him. So yeah, he'll be in the story, played by Ryan Reynolds. I couldn't play. Yeah, voiced by Ryan Reynolds. That's what let's just go with it. Okay, Sergeant, the school soldier. So I know what you're probably wondering. How on earth is Sergeant gonna be the school soldier? Well, to be honest, I have no explanation to this. But he's voiced by J.K. Simmons. He is Corey's friend. He has his own military class. He is a hall monitor, and he keeps an eye on Carter because obviously Corey is the uncle of Carter, so probably he wants to make sure I'm safe. You know whatnot. And yes, I will try my best to be in the story, like put myself literally into the story. So that's why I say I or say my name in this video. Let's forget it. Let's just move on. Now you're probably wondering, what does Principal Beck and Sergeant look like? To be honest, I don't know what they would actually look like in the story. Or I just don't know what it looked like when I draw them. Because obviously I'm not a good drawer at all. So, yeah. Next up, we have Brady Cross, the real-life person, voiced by the real-life person himself. Brady Cross, and this is him in real life. He is Cardus' best friend. He is kind, he's funny. Don't know what else to say about that, but he's a good guy. I mean, if you guys just give him a good feeling, if you just like hang out with him for a few minutes, he's actually a good guy. Next up, we have John David Mountjoy, voiced by the real life person himself, John David. He is Cardus' best friend. He's autistic. He's strong, and he is funny. Next up, we have Ben Graham, voiced by the real life person himself, Ben Graham. He is also my best friend. He's funny, and he's obsessed with dinosaurs. Obsessed with dinosaurs. Oops. So, yeah. So, yeah. So these are the best friends in real life. These are the 3 people that I'm actually friends with in real life. Now here's some characters that are fake, or I came up with. But the final one, I might shock your minds a little bit, but let's take a look at him. So, next up we have Kaylin Ross, voiced by Bella Porch. And if I were being honest with you, I actually like her new song, Sweet Delusion. Yeah, copyright infringement. She is a supporting friend she's a supporting friend. She has a ponytail. She has a shirt that says "Rock Cool Girl." I should say. Where is it? Yep. She also she also wears yoga pants. And she sometimes asks Carter for some advice. So I'll shoot you this straight. Okay, so here's what I mean by that. So, like when she needs help with something, like with some problems with friendship or with help on a test, she might be able to have my help in the story. I mean, everything you see in this video is just that might be a part of the story. I have no clue how to get myself into a Pixar movie because, like I say, a guy like myself who's autistic, who's literally 16 years old, who has a low budget YouTube channel with over 1.85 thousand subscribers, that is stuck in high school and literally has no idea how to get themselves into a good Pixar story. And I also like to add one more thing: have a hard time communicating or reading with people. So, yeah. I know. There's more about me that you probably don't know, which I actually don't feel like talking about it. Anyways, back to the video. Okay, so for the next few, I actually want to speed this up because obviously I don't want to take too much of your time. So the next time we have the bully, Clay Griffin, voiced by Chase Norman. If you guys don't know who that is, he's actually the guy who played Kid Danger from Henry Danger. He always picks on Carter because he doesn't like him. He's handsome, but mean. Like, what I mean by that is he's just like Prince Charming when Prince Charming does the thing with his hair in Shrek 2. He's just like that, except he's not Prince Charming, and he does not have that kind of hair. He's just I don't know what kind of hair he would have in the movie, but he would be handsome in that movie. So yeah. Anyways, back to the video. And he has a crew. So, Clay's crew, Billy. He wears a white shirt and blue jeans, and he has black hair. Like, he would have normal black hair, like he would have like my hair, but a little bit different. Mike wears a prisoner's outfit, and he has a mustache. Like I said, I don't even know how to draw characters, okay? That's all I can say. Anyways, we have Nick, a little fat, and wears a black shirt with white shorts. If that doesn't make any sense, you'll have to figure that out in the movie. Braxton wears a bank robber hat with a green shirt and black shorts. And Carl, he's big, he's tall, with hairy legs, and I'm actually just gonna skip that. Okay, next stop, we have Randy, the bus driver, voiced by Ham, also known as John Ratzenberger, I guess. He has a great brown beard, if that with a hat. He's a little bit of fat. He wears a 1995 Pizza Planet truck from his father. If that doesn't make any sense, well, I'll explain more details. He's funny. He tells stories that people thinks it's boring, or people that didn't ask for the stories that they talked about. And he steps up for Carter whenever he's being bullied by Clay Griffin. So like, if I was being bullied by Clay Griffin in this movie, Randy would be there to like, hey, leave this cat alone, stuff like that. Okay, next up, we have Kate Crystal, voiced by Zendaya. So this is gonna be a little bit interesting. Like, she's just like MJ from Spider-Man Homecoming. Like, she doesn't care about school, but she actually likes to draw. And she's sometimes loving to me. Like, if that doesn't make any sense, I'll explain. Actually, I can't explain it. She wears a green jacket, wears a white shirt that shows her stomach. She's and with blue jeans. I just don't want to like tell you more about it. Now, this next supporting character is not what you think. As a matter of fact, he is not a supporting character. He's actually the villain of the movie. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, let me introduce you to Trialtex, the scariest villain of Pixar history. That's him, right here. Red claws. I think that looks like stone-ish. I could be wrong, but yes, he is the multiverse villain, voiced by Josh Brolin. If you guys are not familiar with who that is, you might want to look at it at Avengers: Infinity War. He has sharp claws, as you can see in the picture. His body is full of stone. He has purple glowing eyes with a red rip-up shirt. It doesn't look like it was ripped up in this picture. And he's the variant of Carter Koning. Or should I say he's the Carter Koning variant. So if you guys don't know what that means, I'll tell you. Okay, so let's explain to you, what does it mean to have the Carter Koning variant? Let me turn on my light. That's so good. Okay, so let's explain about that. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, like, Trialtex is the Carter Koning variant. Well, I'll tell you. A couple months ago, I tried out a CapCut AI video. I tried it on myself because I thought it would be really fun to do it. And then it looks like this. A guy who would want to rule the multiverse. He looked like a very powerful supervillain. That he could be perfect if it was in this movie. So, hello. So, he would. So what I'm trying to say is, he is actually the perfect villain, or the perfect villain drawing that I've ever seen, that I ever tried out with AI, which is actually quite cool, if I'm saying. Now, people are going to be wondering, what do I like myself as a Pixar character? Well, I'll show you. But first, we got to go back onto my computer. Let's take a look. Myself as a character, Carter Koning. I would be myself, obviously. I would have superpowers like shooting fireballs out of my head, flying in the sky like Captain Marvel, and I will be able to turn into animals, anything like beyond my imagination, whether that's a bunny or a red panda, stuff like that. I actually don't want to give out more details, but anyways, in this movie, I'm 15 years old. I know. So basically, I'm not gonna tell you more about myself in the movie. So let's head on to the outro. Basically, that will be the same question, like how on earth will I get myself into a Pixar movie? I think I have a solution. In here is an envelope. It's about like asking for a job. And if in this envelope, and the reason why I have it this way is because my address and the Pixar address is also in the back. So I don't want to tell you guys my address. So in this envelope, there will be a flash drive where all my YouTube videos, and including my short films I've been a part of, will be in that flash drive. And hopefully they might give me a chance. I don't know if this may ever happen, but fingers crossed and pray for me. I really hope I get into this moment. But the question remains, how do I turn myself into a Pixar animator the question still remains, how on earth will I turn myself into a Pixar character with this prop where it has my hand right here? I don't know. I think that would be the question that might I don't know. But I do want to give you guys a little bit of updates about the future of Carter Koning. So, all December, or starting tomorrow, I will not be coming on YouTube to make more YouTube videos. I will be actually taking a month off. I might be able to come back during Christmas, but if whatever reason I don't get a chance to upload a video on a Saturday, just note that I'm just taking a break from YouTube. So yeah. Anyways, this is gonna be really difficult for me to get myself into a Pixar movie when I have all of this. So, I guess to be continued.